It all began with the tremors, deep primal echoes rumbling beneath Manhattan's streets. Spider-Man, Spinneret, and their daughter Annie Mae, each mid-swing, tore through the cavernous tunnels below the city. Behind them surged chaos, molten-eyed monsters, armored moloids, and a screaming flamethrower beast. It wasn't a retreat, it was a survival sprint. Annie questioned everything, but Peter's instincts were sharp. This was no ordinary fight. This was something worse. The kind of evil that slithered through cracks in the earth and had been waiting. The earth shuddered with blasts of green energy as the subterranean attackers unleashed weapons thought long destroyed. The family fought back, fluid, synchronized, yet barely holding ground. Memories of a past battle returned. Regent's tech, the horror of it. Could these weapons still steal powers? They couldn't take that chance. Spider-Man lunged into the swarm, webbing up snarling moloids as Spinneret kicked back a beast. Annie soared, her heart pounding, eyes wide with firelight reflecting off the beasts. And then they saw it, an ancient armored colossus sleeping in the stone, its massive form stirring. The laughter came first, manic, echoing off the walls like a haunted nursery rhyme. From the shadows, the Moleman rose, eyes burning with glee. Alone, buried, abandoned, he'd lost everything but his delusions, and he'd turned those into an army. Now armed with forbidden tech, he saw himself not as a villain, but as a prophet of vengeance. The Moleman declared war, not just on the surface, but on sanity itself. And just like that, he opened fire. The tunnel blazed in emerald fury. Moleman raved about destiny, earth periscopes, and power. Peter tried to strategize, but Spinneret demanded protection for their daughter first. The debate didn't last. The ground beneath them gave way to an unthinkable sight: lava. A lake of molten fire boiled below. One wrong move and this family fight turned fatal. All plans dissolved. There was only one option now: fall and survive the heat. They plunged. Heartbeats louder than the roar of the lava below. Spider reflexes kicked in. Webs shot across the void. Peter snagged Annie mid-fall. Spinneret twisted in air, barely grabbing the ledge. They bounced, swung, collided in mid-air with thumps and grunts. The lava hissed beneath them, licking the air with liquid flame. One false move and they'd be ash. But they weren't just heroes, they were a family. A messy, loud, chaotic family. And families find a way. Above ground, the world tried to make sense of the madness. Reporters, police, and officials swarmed the sinkhole. Whispers of strange creatures and two spider heroes echoed across the city. Cameras flashed. Brant investigated while Jonah ranted, the world catching glimpses of chaos through second-hand accounts. But something darker stirred. Normie Osborne watching silently, his eyes gleaming with inherited menace. Someone, somewhere was piecing together the truth and planning their next move. Normie Osborne wasn't just watching, he was hunting. Precision and obsession dripped from his every word. He demanded answers. Who was the girl in the spider suit? What were her powers? Where did she come from? Behind his youthful face was a mind engineered for control. He found a toy, Annie's drone, and held it like a trophy. This wasn't curiosity, it was calculation. Fascination, yes, but of the dangerous kind. The kind that doesn't stop until it owns everything. Deep below, the fire cracked and hissed as the family regrouped. Emotions flared hotter than the lava. Missteps and crashes turned into arguments. Spinneret and Spidey snapped at each other. Words dipped in stress and love. They made peace with a joke and a breath. But in the shadows, Annie sat alone, watching her superhero parents bicker, then bond. She clutched her gloves, eyes burning with something more than fear. Wonder, determination. She didn't just want to be along for the ride. She was ready to rise. "When do I get a superhero name?" she whispered. Because deep down she knew it was her time coming next. Guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me.